Welcome in everybody to our first Rebel playoff qualifier for Season 3. So if you've been following the Rebel run, you know that the first stage of the season was a Swiss. They have changed the whole format of how Rebel is. It's no longer one 9-game season leading into playoffs. It was a 6-game Swiss from which we got placed into groups depending on how well we did. We actually finished top of the Swiss, which meant that we go into a 4-team group in which there are 2 places to qualify for the knockout playoffs. Now, that's the good bit. The bad bit is, with us in that 4-team group for 2 playoff places, because of luck or unluck of the draw, we have been drawn with Coat Guy's Orcs. Coat Guy is the previous Rebel Super Bowl champion before me, so I won the last one, Rebel won the one, Coat Guy won the one before that, so both of us have won the last 2 Rebel championships. I've played him twice, we've drawn twice, so really tough game in a 3-game qualifying group, so 3 games and the top 2 will go through to the playoffs. Pretty rough to start with, maybe the toughest draw we could get in all of Rebel, but we'll see how we go. Calling it as probably doing a disservice. Lots of other coaches, there are loads of really good coaches, and obviously like Coat Guys in Big O with us, but for instance Chris Anderson G-Man, you've got Luminous in Raoul, I think Wentros in G-Man. There's lots of great coaches everywhere, so but it's definitely a very good coach is all I'm trying to say. And they've got a scary Orc team. They are missing one big one, but the rest all have block and guard. The blitzers all have Mighty Blow. There's 2 with tackle, 1 with frenzy and stand firm. They've got a dirty player. They've got an odd fake thrower with movement 6, and they're going to get a heap of inducements as well. Our team, if I can show you quickly while they're doing their inducements, same as before. We've got our 2 star ward answers, Mighty Blow tackle ward answer and frenzy juggernaut ward answer, both movement up. We've got our 1 turner. We have got a bonus random Mighty Blow player that now has bludge. We've got a sneaky git. We've got wrestle dodge. And yes, no surprise at all that we're going to see bomber dribbles not in this one, just as we did last time we played Coat Guy. Yeah, I'm a huge PGL fan. Like, I am very much pro PGL, but it is definitely expensive. They went with Wizard. I wasn't sure if they were going to go Bomber and Bribe or Bomber and Wizard. They've gone Bomber and Wizard. Does make the DACA harder for the first drive. There's an argument for going defense first here and making them see if we can get that bomber out, see if we get the 110 at the end of the half. But I think it's still better to receive the ball and just see if we can nail our offensive drive. Because if we nail our offensive drive, then the worst we can do is draw. And I think it's really hard to say, because I think that every game in this group will be tough. I don't think any of them are going to be easy. But I think with it being Code Guy up first, I feel like it's more important to not lose this game than it is to win it. Like, I want to win it. A win is huge in a 3-game group. But I do feel like maybe the most important thing is not to lose first and then win if you can. So, yeah, I think offense is better here still. Tough decision, though. And the DACA is going to be difficult against Bomber and a Wizard. So, not at all easy. In fact, I don't think we DACA. I think we have to do something a bit more creative. Although my memory of the last time I played Coat Guy is that I tried to do something clever. The offense went to absolute mess, and somehow I then got away with it with some elf stuff at the end of the drive. I should really have watched it back, but I didn't. PGL staff teach kids really bad fencing, do they? It's news to me. This is interesting. Bomber's right here behind the line. Might be able to take a block with a tree and base that bomber. I mean, the tree probably gets knocked down because they've got all this Mighty Blow guard block, but I think it's worth at least trying to base them with the tree. Don't think we're taking any other hits on the line. I think we are going to carry on the thrower, because we don't want to carry on a catcher with the Wizard, because the bolt is best against strength 2. Don't know what we're doing about blitzing. Blitz their fake ball carrier here, or we could blitz the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I quite like blitzing that, I think. I actually think I don't want another catcher on because I just want the... They've got so much tackle might anyway. I think 2 catches is enough. It's too easy to remove that. Do want something with dodge on this end of the line. With catcher. Do you have that frenzy, which you need to be a bit aware of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Problem is I kind of need this to be further forward, don't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need to get you there. Could put it there. Does leave it a little bit at risk of the frenzy. Maybe we do like that. Then at least they're blitzing. It's going to go into the leaving them based. I think that's the way. Okay. Hey, Galentio. Thank you. Hey, Shepherd. Do they have kick, or is this just... They have got kick. I should probably check that before I sit up, because actually if this is a blitz, that's quite bad. No, it's gone deep as well. That's great. Okay. So our blitz is just going to be here. Bonk. Push you up a square. It's going to be like a half decker. It's going to be a bit of a weird one, and maybe it's bad. I'm not sure. Not totally sure what I'm doing here is good. But the combination of bomber and wizard is a bit to think about. In general, I'm not a big fan of doing things by half measures in Blood Bowl. I think you're better to commit wholeheartedly to one thing or the other. But okay, not a snake. Double skull on the tree instead. So much for getting a base on bomber. Bomber's probably going to throw a bomb here now, isn't he? Maybe this is just rubbish. Maybe this is just rubbish. Because that's only a quick into there. It only gets 2, I guess. There's one of theirs, isn't it? Movement 7 thrower. My movement 7 thrower. Thanks for the sub, the Waltzman. Welcome to the Weirdos. And hey, DK Max. Weirdos, wait, what? That's always been our thing. We are the Weirdos, mister. Welcome to the Weirdos. Thanks for the follow, Monkey Chunks. Monkey Chunks also in this little group of 4 with us. With his OWA. So this makes it less likely that you're throwing the bomb here, right? Because you have put 2 of your own players in. I mean, you might do it anyway, but feels less likely. Do I have the badges? Where's the blitz? I feel like we're not blitzing here. I think we're just blitzing the catcher, aren't we? Got the Frenzy Mighty Blow, 2 sets of 2 dice. It's pretty good. I don't know if we're just not throwing the bomb. Make it 3 dice, can't we? Yeah, it's pretty easy. That's still 2 dice. Could have made it 3 dice, but didn't. 2 is plenty. Gets the bow, doesn't get the arm break. Could foul. They have got a bench. They didn't take the bribe though, and the dirty player is here, so I'm guessing not a foul. So we are on the 4-minute clock here again for Rebel because of lag in the area where our division is focused, which is Oceania. They get a lot of lag on their Blood Bowl, so they opted for the 4-minute clock just for this division, for this conference rather, where the rest of Rebel is on the regular time bank clock. Interesting, so we didn't throw a bomb, we just backed off a bit, I guess, guarding against the quick score here. Love it when a tree gets straight back up. Does not always happen. Would love to get in here and punch Bomber, but I'm not seeing it at the moment. Could run a Mighty Blow up and punch the big one, although the big one's kind of okay with where it is right now. It's got the tree on it. I think we're probably dodging this first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we want to make sure we can punch this in direction. We're not going to just leave it base anyway. Now we've got that free. Let's take this blitz. Just push. And guess we want a 3+ this. Like the floor doesn't have Mighty Blow and it's definitely getting hit with Mighty Blow at the moment. So pick the ball up first. I mean, the ball's pretty safe. They haven't put any pressure on it at all, so. Okay. I don't know. Do not love this matchup. Do not love Bomber Dribble's not. Do not love. Do not love. But the ball is safe, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very good elves back there with the ball. So at least that. If nothing else. It's a nice chain push. Not needed because you got the power anyway. I think this is a removal. No. Could be a big foul coming though. I mean, you can just foul with Bomber, right? Like if you don't want to throw a bomb with them, you can just foul with them. But I guess you probably don't want to do it at this stage of the drive because you want to keep Bomber here in case later in the drive, when I bring the ball forward, he has a good chance to do something. He's a sweet little goblin. I love Bomber when he's playing 4 goblins. My only issue with Bomber is when he betrays goblins and plays for not goblins. Like these big bully orcs. On a goblin team, he's just a sweet little guy. Like all goblins. All goblins are just sweet little guys. Some of them run around with chainsaws, some of them run around with bombs, some of them have big balls and chains, but all of them are just sweet little guys. Yeah, we're getting fouled. I think maybe not. I mean, to be fair, they could just be like keeping it surrounded, making my dodges hard. I'm a goblin, can confirm. Hey, Zach. Sweet little goblin guys. Oh, we have thrown a bomb. We threw it at the tree. Did knock down the tree. Also knocked down the big one. Didn't break anyone's armor. I mean, I guess it's fair enough, right? Like, there is a chance that you could hurt your big one, but it's not that much higher than the chance that you hurt the tree, and the tree's got a much harder time standing up, so. In fact, the overall chance of hurting the big one's less, isn't it? Because that was a 4+ to knock over, and then the armor roll. Once you get to the armor roll, it's a higher chance, but. Kokai taking some slow and deliberate turns. This looks like it is a foul now, right? You brought in the extra player. Yeah. Doesn't break armor and gets caught. Love this ref. See, I told you, all goblins, sweet little guys, including that referee. What a great ref. Wow. Well, Kokai did have a choice to take the bribe here. They went for the wizard instead of the bribe, so I guess nice that they did get some consequence there at least. Tree standing straight back up is lovely. Now let's try and block this straight back onto it. And so you get out of here. You belong next to that tree, and then Bomber will throw another bomb at it, but that's fine. And then we should probably try to pick the ball up after that. So we have Dauntless, but we don't actually need it here because we've got 2 assists. Fine, we'll just push you back onto the tree. Just gotta be careful not to leave our free blitzes, don't I? I think we dodge this first, actually, still, don't we? I think that is still correct because the ball is not under pressure. We have failed to pick the ball up. We let that go because the ball is not under pressure. They also probably are less likely to foul now. Now they've gone down to 10 and their dirty player's gone, which is really nice. We have a new fun meme for how bad my dice are. It's called 82 blocks on what else, and you only remove 1 player before turn 14. Yikes, sack. That does sound rough. A Dukes gets it. Just sweet little guys trying to have a good time. Sweet little goblin guys just wanting to have a fun time in life. It's actually really nice that got sent off on the foul because they could have kept fouling, right, if it works. But as it is, it's now hard for them to keep fouling. And frankly, this, like, because of that, this catcher that's just lying down here, I don't really have to do a lot about it. Like, that's kind of a scoring threat where it is. And if I stand up, it can get blitzed. So in some ways, I'm pretty interested in just leaving that exactly where it is on the floor at the moment. Because I don't think they're going to foul it. So yeah, very, very good luck to get that instant send off on the foul. We did just get a KO though, so it's 10 versus 10. Like in Goblin Slayer. What's Goblin Slayer? Is that like an alternative version of Buffy? So 1 more assist and they get 2 dice for the big one because we didn't knock it over. Double skulls. Rough. Into double both hands, which is good enough for them. Yeah, I was going to say, I was about to count squares for Bomber, but they moved them before I finished counting. So Bomber is staying where they are. The thing with Bomber is like that it does feel like they're like feeling compelled to like keep Bomber in a cage the whole time, which means they're using a lot of orcs just to protect him, which is creating a lot of space, which I'm not mad about. So how far is 6 squares? So Bomber can throw further than 6 squares. It's just that the accurate only applies to 6 squares. So if Bomber's throwing long, it starts to get a much higher chance for wildly inaccurate bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is the line of 6 squares for Bomber. Good to keep in mind. I reckon this guy here is our blitz. We'll do that first. I think that's staying down for now. Mighty Bow hit. Double skulls. We've got 4 rerolls, so I am going to reroll this one. Use that leader reroll. See, we have got Sneaky Git. And I am a tiny bit tempted to do a foul on this, although it does make a nice bomb target if we put them all together like that. So maybe not. Probably not. Where's the frenzy? Frenzy's over here. Yeah. So you're just going to go outside. That makes you a scoring threat, technically. Technically a scoring threat, the best kind of scoring threat. 1, 2, well, actually 6 is your line of movement, isn't it? So as long as we're behind that, we know we're okay. I could throw it there. Get 1. Okay, we've got the ball. Turn 4 of an elf drive. We finally picked the ball up. That is slow going for elves, but we got there. Is that audio? Are the levels good? Do I sound the right volume compared to the game? I'm glad it sounds good because, yeah, I ended up just buying a new mic. I chatted to the guy at the computer repair store, and it just sounded like it was, for the cost of it, not going to be worth it not to just buy a new one. So I need it with my work, but use it for streaming as well. I'm really glad it's sounding good because I will need it for my work. Oh. Coat guy definitely not moving fast in these turns, but to be fair, that may be about lag as well. I've heard a few people saying the lag. People who struggle with the lag have said it's bad the last few days as well. So it's a Shure MV7 Plus, which is not a cheap microphone, but it is like a professional standard microphone. Which has USB-C, which is better than my last mic that had USB micro. And you don't have to use USB on it. It has got the other connection as well, but it's just very convenient. So yeah, I remember I did a heap of research a while ago into them, and the Shure ones always come back with very good. People are very positive about the Shure ones, so in the end, it's just well, just get the good thing. Yeah, micro USB is convenient for nobody. Absolutely nobody. Did I forget to stand the tree up that turn, or did I just roll it and fail it? We were definitely due to fail one, but I think I might have just forgotten. So we are up to turn 5. It's already decent going. Obviously, preferred solution is always score on turn 8, but if the option is score on turn 6 or 7 or don't score at all, we obviously would prefer turn 6 or 7. Orcs not the best at scoring quickly, so there's the blitz. We're just going to roll here, aiming for a pow, because we have got a tackle here. Oh, no, we're blitz. Oh, I did not realize I left that on. They're going to re-roll this. They're not, because they've got Juggernaut. Which way do we want to go? Ooh. If you're going to have to follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we can counter-serve you. We can counter-serve you. Oh, break is amazing. Yeah, they had to rush. We were going to counter-serve them. So that's pretty good. At least now we've got the frenzy way out here. So now if we move away from it, we know where it is. It's not great that it's tagging you, but do we stand this up now? Just position it over here because they're not going to be able to hit it with the tackle, which at least gives us more options. You're free to dodge. We could get Rowdy and Blitz into here on a 4+ to try to hit Bomber. Don't totally hate it. Do love that. Tree behaving very well. I think I want to give myself the option here and make them think about that. Where is my blitz? Could blitz that still. Don't hate it because this isn't moving too fast back here, whereas this is closing down part of the pitch for us. Obviously can't surf it because he took the rush. The power to the sideline, that is the perfect spot to power to. Their arm break is incredible. So good. Could hit this. No, we can't. So yeah, I think next turn we need to have a bit more of a coherent scoring position than just one cat just sit up here. But still, it's something. It's something. Like, it's absolutely not impossible for us to score next turn. In theory, yes, Dukes. Obviously, you can argue the call, but yes, it's a secret weapon, so yeah. Hey, Graf. Hey, Mr. Blitzkrieg. Hey, Mike Elixir. Hey, Pat. Magiot saying goblins are like cats, cute and sweet balls of murder. Exactly. Hey, Crogsar. Goblin Slayer is a manga in which goblins are really, really violent. I don't know them. Don't pollute Tree's version of Goblins Without a Show. They're just sweet little guys. They're just the most lovely little sweet little guys. Doing their best. Okay, so yes, we are going to see some forward pressure from the Orcs this turn. I think next turn is going to be a scary turn. They get their Mighty Bow hit on the Mighty Bow tackle. Gets a push. Does not spend the reroll. Some good reroll discipline from Coat Guy, because they must have been tempted. They must have been tempted. It's a pretty juicy hit. And if they had rerolled it, they would have stunned our War Dancer. So lucky for us that they didn't. It's going to be a tricky turn, though. We're going to be under pressure here. We are going to have to move and do stuff this turn in a way that, with the wizard on the up in the air, is definitely going to feel uncomfortable, I think. Don't think we're going to feel great about where we are, wherever we go. Stun and this stun don't help us either. Hargrim! Hey, Hargrim. Oh, throws one at the tree, gets it, damn it. Yeah, that doesn't help either, because now we don't know if we're going to be able to use that to hide behind, which was definitely part of my thought for this turn. Does look like Bomber's going to be blitzable, which helps. Have to throw some dice for it, but that's standard. So we're not just thinking about like, where can they put a wizard? We're thinking about where can we be safe, which is a much harder question. Bring that around there. You could place there. Let's try and set the tree up. Root. But stand up, that's fine. Do you really think I want you to be somewhere in their half? Because one square in already makes you a scoring threat. Bring you around here on a rush, and we can hit that. Like, this is not such a problem for ball recovery, right? Like they've only got these two over this side for ball recovery. I think I do like that. Don't love that we're going to be standing right next to this, but I think we take it, and then if we don't knock it over, we can always blitz it as well. Do knock it over, which was very helpful. Definitely stronger if we knock it over, which we did. That is going to be a scoring threat. We need to cut this corner. I hate it. And that is not a screen, is it? So we need to do at least one more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can obviously just fireball this, right? Like there's clearly options, but it's just about what those options are specifically. Now we can get to that and hit bomber. I think I want to. Problem is, I really want to cancel this out to make it a 2 dice. I don't really want to do it with this catcher, but I think I have to. Putting the catcher on Rackle does not feel good. No. Oh, rerolled it and got double skull. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Got stunned as well. Oh boy, that might kill our drive. That really might. Drops the fireball. Doesn't get the ball, but does open it at the front. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. What a bad time to double skull. That really might kill our drive. Yikes. So 1 rush for 2 dice on the ball, or you can bomb it as well. I mean, I guess I could have just taken the push, right? Like, I guess I should have just taken the push with hindsight, but easy to say with hindsight always. It's a rush here. Maybe they could snake it. Oh, no, it doesn't need to do it with that one. Don't need to do that at all. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Ah, it was such a bad double skull. Ugh. Okay, not the best scatter for them. Is there ever a good one? No, but I mean, like, we double skulled on our first block with a tree, and it wasn't my favorite, but it was fine because, like, whatever, like, the tree gets knocked over. Double sculling when you've got 2 dice with tackle and mighty blow and bomber dribble snot is definitely worse. Yeah, the one before the reroll is definitely better as well. The one where you can reroll it is always better. So they haven't gone for the ball with you. They could go for the ball here with their bomber. At least that's a wrestle, so at least you're going to get back up. So 2 2s and a 3 for this one, or go for it with bomber on a 2+3+, but no reroll. So I imagine we're going for it with this one, or we're just not getting it. But yeah, I feel like that would be the one I'd go for. Okay, so without using any rerolls. Ugh, it's bad. All bad. All bad things happening. We are probably going to have to try to red die serve that.
Are magic sponges really magical, Bob? That's a trade secret, Jim.
So that we do the 3+ dodge for 2 dice there. Maybe that's better. Maybe better. Oh, they're going to foul that one. Fair. Fair. So now it pretty much does have to be the serve. If we do the serve from here, Fill that square. Push. Push. No, it doesn't work, so I have to fill that as well. I think we just got to do red dice into one dice. Not good.
Fast and impossible.
There's no way of not making this red dice because they've got 2 assists with guard. Don't snake again. That will do. So they could choose not to be served. No, they can make us do the serve. Get the POW into the crowd. Now where it goes is everything. That's not too bad. I don't want to leave that there, but I might have to. Because I've got heaps of dice to roll. Like we're going for that, aren't we? We should move this first. It feels bad because it's more dice, but it is the right thing to do first. Okay. Managed not to turn over. I'll call that a win. Have a scoring threat. I'll call that a win. Now you need to declare handoff action. Is handoff. Double check because I've got that wrong so many times before. Oh my god, everything's hard. Everything's a 1 first. Okay, so we've got to do a rush to here. Make the rush. Make the handoff, that's great. Now with the wizard, it's just a 2+ to turn this into a frog. We would not be able to recover if it fails. I think we've got to take the score if we can get it and try to defend a 2-turn. Whew! Elfing to the rescue. So hopefully that gets rid of Bomber. Obviously they can argue the call on a 6. And then we ask the orcs to do a 2-turn. I think that's better than sitting there and letting them turn that into a frog, because they could turn that into a frog and then Kaz it for the game as well. So yeah. Oh, the wizard's gone. Oh, the wizard's gone. I forgot the wizard was gone. They used the wizard. Oh, wow. It still wouldn't have been safe, right? Like, even without the wizard, it was just sit there asking for a 2 dice. Like, so it was still a risk. It was still a risk. Yeah. I would have thought about it some more, but I think I still would have done it because we couldn't get safe from the 2 dice. They had the player there. I think I would have done the same thing. But that is nevertheless a mistake by me because I definitely did not think that through. So we chevron, right? We have enough players to chevron, so we chevron. The orc 2-turn without a thrower is definitely not an easy 2-turn. Like, that is just facts. Do we keep this on and let the sidestep be annoying here, but they might just go for it because it's 2 dice might want to go play it. We probably don't. We probably should put that there. They're going to come this way now because that's strength 2. Almost certainly. So I reckon we switch that to there. The nice thing with a movement 9 here and here is, in fact, maybe we don't have that there. Maybe we do it like that. Yeah, so it's strength 3 on either side. And then we do that. Yeah, that's better. I think we swap those 2. So we've got tackle one side, rest the other side. But the movement 9 means we can get these to either side anyway. Yeah, that's better. That's definitely better. Maybe even like this as well. Because in the end, now you've got the choices to go through strength 3 in any direction. What we definitely don't want to see is a timeout, because a 3-turn is a very different thing to a 2-turn. 2-turn is hard. 3-turn is a lot easier for them, I think. Hey, Incesticide. Ninja ceremony? What was the ninja ceremony? I wasn't paying attention. Was that the cheerleaders? But yeah, listen, Wizard gone and Bomber gone and 1-0 up. Yeah, it's not ideal we scored on turn 7, but I said at the start, you'd rather get the touchdown than not, so... Like, I definitely don't think... I will say this is where, like, Code Guy, who had a really good reroll discipline, this is where, like, the really good reroll discipline helps, right? Because he's got 2 rerolls. If he had 0 rerolls, I'd be feeling a lot more confident. But yeah, like, 1-0 up with the Wizard gone and the Bomber gone is definitely... And the Dirty Player gone as well. In fact, they're on 11 players. So if we Kaz anything now, that could stick. Oh, the ninja scoring ceremony went in. Oh, I see. Yeah, the flips. Catcher. Catcher's only got 1 level left. I'm going to probably try and save up all the way for 50 and see if we can roll one last time for a stat, see if we might get lucky and get Edge up. Although that said, I might not because we're going to be in playoffs. And in playoffs, I might decide I just want to take Leap to just give them the most options to the 1 turn. We'll see. But it's like 30 SPP for even like a basic skill now. So... This is not overtime format, no. So this is the playoff qualifier. So this is, they've restructured Rebel this season. So instead of being a 9-game all-in-one division season, you have a 6-game Swiss, and then you have a 3-game like group phase, where like how well you did in the Swiss affects like which group you go into the group phase. So because we did really well in the Swiss, we're in a group phase which is 4 teams and has 2 playoff tickets. So we're trying to finish as one of the top 2 out of 4. However, it's kind of a double-edged sword because that's better odds than some other groups, right? Like some of the other groups only have 1 playoff ticket for 4 teams. But in our group, we also have this team, which is the team that won the... so we won the last Rebel, but they won the Rebel before that. And then we have 2 other good teams as well. So like, yeah, we've got a really tough group, but there are 2 tickets out of 4 places, so... It's fun. It's an interesting format. Like I'm actually really enjoying the format. I really enjoyed the Swiss part. But yeah, it's a tough ask. So we got an extra reroll. It's never bad. Or they've only got 1 turn to spend it. Looks like this is the side the Orcs going to try to come down, and they've got their Gore bag of 9S, the of Minas Magor, the tackle frenzy one coming through. They are going to knock us over here because they've got tackle. But we'll make them do it. Now, the problem is they want to dodge that to be a scoring threat, but if you dodge that and it fails, it's turnover with no scoring threat. Tough decision. Goes the dodge. Fail this, fail this, fail this, and it's over. No! Again, I said it before, really good reroll discipline from Coat Guy, and if they didn't have that good reroll discipline, that could have been the end of it right there. So they might be able to get someone through the middle here still. But they're going to take their blocks first. Understandably, because they are orcs. So at the moment they've got 2 scoring threats, but they are rushes on both of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 1 rush for this one, 2 rush for that one. And they are not getting any more. I thought that might try and do some dodges at the end to try and get through, but it didn't. So yeah, just 2 scoring threats. And no thrower, remember. This looks like a thrower because it's got sure hands, but it's not actually a thrower. So that's another good thing for us. Yeah, I think it's just like random sure hands and they leaned into it. So it's a movement 6, which is quite nice, but it is not a thrower. I think they might have random like 2 of these skills, and I'm like, okay. And they might have random sure hands and block, and then been like, okay, fine, we have a thrower. Stunned, isn't it? Yeah. So there is an option just to go for the ball here, but I think with it being just one more turn to score, the focus should definitely just be on stopping this. I really don't want to put that there, but I think I might have to, because I think the only way I'm going to do this without rolling any dice, maybe I'll put you there and see if we can get the other one. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll put you there, because we really want to make sure we have an elf screen in place here. That's very important. And then we will definitely blitz you with the Juggernaut. But getting this screen in matters. Should just try that. Fine. Good. In front there, so you can't just surf us for free. The blitz happens next. There's 2 into 1 though. Do really want to have something there, because if that's the one that's going to try and score, it's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no step sideways. 1, 2, 3. So at least there's a dodge on that at the moment. If we can get something in front of it, you can try and come out after. No, I think we've got to take this first and just accept that it's 2 into 1, because it's 2 pluses either way, right? Got Juggernaut. Fine, not great, but fine. You can now get surfed, although if you do, then you are making your touchdown much harder. Thank goodness for that. I think we stop there because that's already doing enough with that. Let me try to get this as an extra. Well, I'm pleased we stopped there at least, but yeah, still looks worryingly doable. Like, you're just going to punch this off, clear that, and then it's a couple of dodges. It's a couple of dodges. That not dying is obviously good. This getting out would have helped a lot. It was a 3+2+. We had rerolls for them both. So they've got 2+ rush, animosity, 2+, 3+ handoff. And I think you just got to blitz this out the way, and then you just cut this corner. Really would have helped to have this in. This would have made everything much harder. Do it with the rackle, don't you? Yeah. Like, nothing is harder than a 3 here, unfortunately. Is it? Yeah, nothing's harder than a 3. If that was 1 square closer, actually, maybe that's a mistake, my positioning. If that's 1 square closer, then this would be a 4. That one. It's enough that if they didn't have a reroll, I think there was a decent chance of it failing, but they have got a reroll. So I think it's probably good odds to succeed. +2+2+3+3+3+. 3+, 2+, 2+. Like none of that's crazy, right? Like it's all very doable. Okay, reroll going early helps. So now it is 2 3s and 2 2s that are reroll. Doesn't make it. Oh, thank goodness. Big fat few from us. Big fat few from the elves. Okay, so 1-0 up. This is exactly what I was aiming for by choosing to take the ball first on offense, was putting ourselves in a position where like a draw is very possible, but a loss is unlikely, and we have a win condition because we have our one turner here on the bench. So even if we can't turn them over, we have our 1-10 try. So yeah, this is what we were aiming for when we decided to go offense first. So lucky that that has gone well for us. And we got our KO back as well. So we're doing very well on the armor and injury dice to have not lost any players against this. So pretty punchy orc team. Yeah, we've been very lucky on that. Is that a Mighty Blow catcher? No. We've got a Mighty Blow lineman. We've got a Mighty Blow war dancer. And we've got a tree. So we have got 3 Mighty Blow on our Gentle Elf team. But we do not have a Mighty Blow catcher now. That would be fun, but sadly not. So many elves left. Yeah, we've been very lucky on the removals. Especially when you factor in that they've been like... I mean, he's made a blitz every turn. I think always with Mighty Blow. Maybe there was 1 or 2 turns that Mighty Blow actually, because there was... Yeah, maybe there was 1 or 2 where they used to use Oracle. But the bomber's got a couple of knockdowns. Now, the bomber mostly knocked down the tree, to be fair. But there was also the wizard, which got a knockdown with Mighty Blow. I did, like, I was I don't know, like, I feel like I could have done the offense better, but I was pleased that the wizard, when it came down, was only on 2 players, right? Like, if we're going to get a fireball with an armor 8+ team, reducing the number of players that it's going to hit is something. Sometimes when they're close together, it's hard to see, right? Like when you've got these players like close to each other, it's sometimes hard to see the skills, like who's a which. So I've played Coat Guy 3 times, and I think they've all, or 2 times, sorry. I think they've both been 1-1 draws so far. And I think the most likely outcome here is another 1-1 draw. We're going to try and change history. But yeah, I think the most likely outcome now that we've scored is another 1-1 draw. Cheering fans, Knuckle Dusters gives another of our players Mighty Blow. Everyone get Mighty Blow. You get Mighty Blow, and you get Mighty Blow, and you get Mighty Blow. We have a 4 Mighty Blow Wood Elf team on the pitch right now. We have a Mighty Blow Tree, we have a Mighty Blow War Dancer with Tackle, we have a Mighty Blow War Dancer with Frenzy, and we have a Mighty Blow Lineman. Incredible. Bash Coach, I mean, seriously. It's pretty nice on the Frenzy piece, right? Because that's like more hits, more chance to knock over with it. You have Knuckle Dusters and you get Knuckle Dusters. I have Andy approved. This is exactly the sort of Wood Elf team that Andy would build. That's true. This is a peak Andy Davo Wood Elf team. Only pushes on the tree. Where's that from? From here. Nobody else left basing it hasn't gone yet, so I think we stand firm. That's a very, very good work from Tree the second, Tree the third. Tying up 4 orcs right now. It could have been a Mighty Blow catcher. I should have thought about it. But no, I'm pretty happy with the Frenzy Juggernaut getting Mighty Blow. Is this the end of Bobble Box? No, they've done really badly on their armor and injury rolls. They've done really badly. You're a bit frenzy on that mighty bow, Liono. Probably. I really don't know about this DIY orc ball carrier. I feel like you'd be better off just having the thrower, because the thrower could throw. Like, it feels like, I know these are random, so you've saved some SVP, but like, save some TV, but yeah, I feel like this is just less good than just having a thrower. I don't know. Well, because the orc thrower, like, you do lose a point of armor, but it's not crazy expensive, is it? I don't think. They don't start with on the ball, but they can get on the ball, which is very good. Monkey Chunk says injury rolls are ridiculous. I assume you mean ridiculous in my favour, which I think is probably fair. Well, if you're going to get, you know that saying, like, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. When life hands you a mighty blow frenzy war dancer, punch things in the face. It's basically the same saying. I think I might have to dodge back through here, which I don't really want to do. 6. Those are all assisting, but one assist will be enough. Yeah, so we do have to dodge back through. Okay. Take root. But we can still do our punch. And the nice thing is here, well, the nice thing is we just broke that orc's armor. The other nice thing is, if they want to move, they probably have to knock us over and then we'll be unrooted again. A tiny bit tempted to run over here and foul this with Sneaky Git because we have Sneaky Git, but I think it just takes us too far out of position. Like, I'd need to bring these across to complete the screen, and I think that's not a thing I want to do, so... Trees are good, right? Like, this is strength, like, because it's strength 6, like, even now with 2 big uns on it, if you want to get 2 dice, you have to base it on another player. They do a job. Krogzar with the Prime sub. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, Krogzar. Welcome to the Weirdos. So they are going to lean into this scrum over here. Means they can blitz with this one. Just a push. Pretty nice for us. The thing is, like, the sideline... Well, the sideline's interesting because we've both got Frenzy Juggernaut, right? So I was going to say, is the sideline their friend or our friend? But, like, yeah, it's kind of just scary for both of us. Pugsley, thank you for the follow. Good afternoon, Gizmo. They're treating me pretty well. We're 1-0 up, which is the important thing. But we still have work to do if we want to get the win, which we do. So... And even though a lot has gone really well for us so far, and it has, we're still playing against an orc team that has still got all of its 11 players and has the ball in a big cage of guard that is very hard to get it out of. So for all the things that have gone well, I think, like I said, the most likely outcome here is still 1-1. So we'll see. But... Tree not getting up is bad news. We're just punching this again. When in doubt, punch the orcs. Sad. No knockdown noises. They do have Frenzy, which we need to stay aware of. We're not the only ones. See if we can keep them here long enough for the tree to become relevant again. Monkey Chunks, if you're still in chat, have you got your game scheduled yet, or is it too soon? I mean, the round has literally just been made, so you would be moving pretty quickly if you had it scheduled already. But we obviously got ours scheduled quick. I'm trying to do everything as quick as I can with games and scheduling at the moment because I've got so much on that it's just best to, as soon as I see a window, crank it out, get it done. So it looks like they're going to try and move away from the sideline here. I think as the team carrying the ball, that frenzy situation is probably scarier for them than us. Like, it's scary for both of us for sure because both of us can do the same things, but you really don't want to get the ball carrier trapped to the sideline knowing there's that frenzy on the pitch. Okay, gets the armor break, but not a removal. Playing on Monday, nice. It's a fun looking team you've got. Monkey Chunks is rolling the OWA, and he's got the human catcher is like a full one-turner. It's got the movement 9, I think, and the sidestep and the sprint. It's got a scary looking troll slayer with scary for the elves anyway, with tackle and mighty bite. Are we going to foul the tree? No dirty player on the pitch. No bench left. Yeah, no, I think Code Guy can be pretty frustrated not to have got more removals. I definitely think that's fair. They're fun to play but fall to pieces. That does seem like the OWA experience from what I've seen. I think that's not unique to your OWA team. They are fouling the tree. They are not breaking armor. They're not getting sent off this time though. Boo! Didn't get up. That would have been so sweet for me, and no doubt extremely annoying for Coat Guy if I just got straight back up. So no tackle here, so at least we've got dodge for that away. I really haven't got an easy blitz on here. The wall of guard and strength 4 makes this quite difficult to blitz. Like the easiest blitz is all the way back here, and I don't really want to do it because I think at the moment I'm quite happy. I think this is a no blitz turn. The only way to make it like an easy blitz is to use the Dauntless and come after this one. Problem with that is then the frenzy can get us. I guess we could bring like 3 assists in here, hit that and hit that, but again, like we're just giving up so much position for it. I think it can't be correct to do that. So I think we are backing off. You're going to go to here. We're going to want someone to step into that square, which is you. So you're there. That means I'm going to want someone where you are. That's all okay where it is. This would be a bad time to snake. Didn't snake. I'm not generally a big believer in elf screens. I think they tend to just get worn down and don't hold enough, and this may happen again, right, because they are making a square turn and they don't need to go that far, but But I also just don't see amazing other options at the moment. And I do think if we can hold them here a little longer and that tree stands up, it becomes a real pain for them. I don't know if I like the tree foul there, to be honest, Maggio. I understand why, and I also would super understand Koko's frustration. But, like, yeah, if you get sent off there, even for a stun, because it's got thick skull, of course, like, it's not going to feel great, and you're keeping your team very bunched up to do it as well. But again, like, yeah, Koko said rotten removal dice, so I do understand, like, just trying to do something to get that going. We've left them like a very tempting blitz here with the tackle Maishbo, right? That's just a free 2 dice tackle Maishbo. But then we're getting to that conversation I was saying before about do they want to come this way, knowing that I've got a frenzy juggernaut and try and force them off the pitch. So no, they're not going for that sideline. They're just going to push straight through the middle again. Another knot removal. Did get the armor break though. They're going to lean in. Okay. So this is where we get to the interesting point of the drive where we start looking to see if leaning in creates any opportunities to make a more aggressive play. Fouling, hurting. So MNG on the tree as well. That's rough for next game. Does get caught though. I'm not going to map that. So yeah, no tree for our next game. It's probably bad news for us in quite a bashy little group. Okay, ball has not moved. Feel like we want to punch these. This has got Dauntless. There is a guard here right now. We could double this up. That isn't ideal. That is not ideal. Yeah. It's kind of the one outcome I really didn't want, is getting stuck. But it's what happened. Is this going to be 1 into 2? Could bring that in and make it 2, but it goes into worse. Not going well this turn. Probably should have done different things. Oh my god, that's not 1 into 2. I have to eat it. I have to. That's really bad. Really, really bad. Why did I think that was going 1 into 2? I thought we had 3 assists on here. And they've got 2, but they're string 4, of course. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we've just given the drive up. We didn't roll well that turn, but I think we also made bad decisions. I think we just gave up the drive. And losing that Juggernaut may cost us the 1 turn. So yeah, really not good decisions. Definitely costs us some opportunities for doing clever things on the board if they base up too much. Yeah, really, really rough turn. Really, really rough turn. I think that will cost us the win. I think I should have just backed off again, I guess. It's just so hard to hit them because of the guard. Like, they've got so much guard. And with that Dauntless there, if I just got a push, then I would have been looking at 2 dice on the one on the front. But we didn't get a push. And everything unraveled off not getting that first push. Like, a power would have been great on the first one, obviously. Like, you can knock them both down. But a push would have been enough to then get 2 dice on the second one. And we didn't get that push. And I ended up spending the reroll on a worse thing, which didn't help us. The good news is, I mean, we've still got 2 rerolls plus the leader, so like we're not like if I just accept the touchdown here and don't spend another reroll, we're not going to be short of rerolls for the 1-turn try. So that's less of a concern. I'm more frustrated that I think we've given up a possible defense that would save us needing the 1-turn. And the Juggernaut now becomes a very big KO roll because that really makes the 1-turn a lot easier. Having said that, I've only just thought they have capped their defense at 10 for the 1-turn, which makes it easier for us. So that is definitely, the foul on the tree has definitely done us a favour. Like, the tree is not really that needed for the 1-turn. I'm more worried I'm going to miss the tree in the next game than I am about the tree for this situation right here. Is there any clever chain push shenanigans here? I mean, there definitely is, but it's all uphills. Like, if you uphill that into there, fill that square, and you uphill there into there, then you've pushed it out, but it's asking a lot. It's asking a lot. Not the greatest blocking dice for us this half. Rolled a lot of things that aren't POWs the last couple of turns. Here's one. Is this on tackle? Yeah, it is. Still got to do it because otherwise it's getting served. Just deciding turn order. I think it is you next. Do I foul this? Maybe. Do this first. Fine, we don't foul it. Running out of elves. Running out of elves. Those armor breaks finally showed up. So now you just move this way. Yeah, but we're not getting this up anymore. This is why I don't like the elf screens, because the elf screens in the end, that always happens. Like, it took longer than it normally does, but in the end, this always happens. No way am I getting petty cash toys Magiop. My team is like by far the biggest in the conference. I was at like 1.7 million before this game. Yeah, the other 2 teams in the group are close to 1.5. I might deny them some petty cash with the tree missing, but I'm not getting anything to replace that tree. At best, the truth is, with the cash I've got, if I want to, I could just fire the tree and replace it. I'd just be giving up 10 SPP. So, like, yeah, I'll look at the next matchup as it comes, and it'll depend on like the matchup and also like what the group's looking like. But yeah, we're the biggest by far. What do we do? It's so hard to get hits. I do think, like, for how expensive my team is, I think it's a problem that I don't have any guard myself. I've been thinking this for a while. Like, I think that, like, not getting some guard on my team is actually catching up to me a little bit. Following. No. Oh, that's never bad. That's never bad. Not sure how much it's going to influence this game, but it all helps with one turn. They're now doing their 1 turn defense with 9 players, which is harder and harder to get a good 1 turn defense as you lose players. Maestro didn't even help. Yeah, it didn't, did it? Wow, just 10-10. Casual 10-10 from Algaday. Definitely one of Monkey Chunks or the other team in our division is celebrating. I don't think we know what the next game is. We definitely could work it out because the algorithms are predictable, aren't they? The Blood Bowl 3 ones, but I don't think it's been put on ZFL or anything yet. ZFL on Rebel.net, yeah. Maybe I should have based the ball with that more answer. I was thinking I just don't want to give it the free hit on it, but like it would have forced you to do the blitz there. Maybe I should have been doing that. Oh boy. KO is going to make a big difference for our 1 turn as well, to be fair. So they're down players for our 1 turn, but we're also down players for our 1 turn. Yeah, they're going to have guard on every side of this.
How do you feel about being at such an important match? Indifferent. Sorry.
Maybe I should have rerolled that. Make it a little bit harder to get everyone around to it. Maybe I should have based the ball. I think I probably, if I wanted to slow them down, basing the ball was what I actually had to do. And I think this time will be too late too. I think I don't want to throw my war dancer in here on an uphill, so I think we're probably not going to even risk going for the ball here. I think we're just going to save our rerolls for the 1 turn and hope.
This is going to be decisive.
So we'll just take a blitz where we can. Didn't even kill it. What's the point? Three rerolls for the 1 turn definitely gives it a chance. Like, they're capped on 9 players. There's no defense that they can do that's going to make it impossible. They certainly can do things to make it harder, but nothing they can do to make it impossible. What are my numbers looking like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minimum, 7 minimum. I don't think we have it. We could, just for the 1 turn, but what if we then fail a rush in the 1 turn and the 1 turner dies? I think it's not worth it. I think it's not worth it. KO rolls would definitely make a difference here, and the Juggernaut's a big one in particular. We did not get the Juggernaut back, so that makes it harder. That definitely will make it harder. Boo. I liked it with the gap in the middle. I like the version with the gap in the middle, please. I don't think they've got enough tackle here to force us through tackle. They would have done if they hadn't had so many players removed. I say had so many players removed. I mean, they removed some of these themselves. Most of these themselves. Okay, so we want to go through one of these ones that doesn't have tackle, so either there or off the side of that. Makes sense. We can just put that in the middle, can't we? Fill the square there. Fill the square there. And then it's just a blitz over the top and that gets into range. We've got that there. Probably do still want to give ourselves the option for more hits because more hits saves rushes. So, you pick them there, be there. Might as well be the Dauntless. In fact, no, it might as well be the block. And the Mighty Blow. They do have kick scale. I had forgotten and have now remembered. Maybe I should have put another player over here to be the halfway catch because this could end up being quite a long throw if the kick's good. It's not bad. Yeah, I should have put someone as a halfway. Bit of a mistake. Oh my god. Oh, worst possible. Okay, that's what's going to stop it from working. Okay. Pass is going to have to be to you. And it's going to have to be a 4+. Because even with the extra rush, it's not going to be a 3. Yep. That is the best we're going to get, though. We'll do the handoff after. Might as well do it first, because nothing else matters if this fails. No. To be fair, we wouldn't even have got the push on those dice. We rolled 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. So we wouldn't even have got our push on the line. So yeah, it is a draw. Oh, damn it. Felt like that. At the beginning of the game, if you'd offered me a draw, I would have said totally fine. I think this is like, as I said at the beginning of the game, to not lose more than it is a game we need to win. But from the position we were in early in that second half, the win did feel like it was there to try for. And I don't know, I think that term when I took the blocks and they went wrong, that really unraveled our position a lot. Then the removals finally showed up. But that's the thing, like we were lucky with the removals until then. It's just so hard because like in the end, like that orc team we just played, once that ball is in a cage, there's more or less nothing I can do about it. Like they have got so much guard and such a big strength advantage that like once that ball gets into the cage, like I can't attack it. The only ways that I get a hit on that ball are if Kokai makes a mistake, then obviously I could get one. But like maybe like if I can come up with like a clever chain push with the Juggernaut Frenzy, that's the other way, right? But even that kind of requires like Kokai to make a mistake, which he didn't do. Like I wasn't sure about the fouls in the tree. I'm not sure those are good even now, but like there wasn't a mistake that like left the ball open, and so like yeah, maybe if I had managed to hold my screen for another turn by not doing those blocks, I would have got a chance to do something before the end. But it wasn't going to be easy. And those blocks weren't crazy, right? Like if I didn't roll a 1 in 9 on the first block, then we get 2 dice on the second one and we're getting 2 sets of Mighty Bow hits on things. Like there were a lot of 1 in 9s that matched in that last half, right? It was a 1 in 9 on that block, 1 in 9 on the second block, which then is what leads me to lose the second War Dancer on the KO the Juggernaut one, because that was a skull in reroll for a both down, then was another skull in the frenzy. And then that throw at the end, I rolled 2 1 2 1 2 1. So even if I'd just gone for the block on the line looking for one push, I wouldn't have got it. So I don't think we were particularly like lucky on that, on like big dice in that second half. But I don't know. Like I'm just not sure what else I could have done. I'm just not sure what else I could have done. It's not a bad result. It definitely means that the group is wide open. Means that the next game might feel like a must win. And that's going to be a scary one without the tree. And as you can see, even without the tree, our team value is still absurdly high. I've got a bad feeling about this group. I think there's a real chance we don't get through. Because I think we could very easily lose to both of these two teams. I was really hoping we'd get this team in round 1 because this team has Sneaky Get Dirty Player and it's MNG. So that's like a big problem for us on a cheap team that can stack up the bribes like that. That's a big problem for us. So I feel like we can easily lose to this team, which also has a 1 turn of its own. And I think we can easily lose to this team because, again, like it's got the Mighty Bow stacked up, it's got the tackle, it's got a 1 turn, it's got 2 1-turners. So I definitely, it was not the group I was hoping for. In terms of matchups, I would say this is close to the worst group we could have got in terms of matchups. But Coat Guy was still the toughest matchup for sure because he's the previous Super Bowl winner and because Orcs are just a nightmare with all that guard and Mighty Bow. So getting the draw there is not bad. And we'll just have to see what happens in the remaining ones. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a feeling we're not going to make it through this one. I've just got a feeling. I think, to be fair, like the MisspelledTrees have had a good run. They've had a lot of like good luck as you need on a good run. But like we won the Super Bowl last time, and we also like finished top of the group just now. And maybe we front loaded our luck too much because this 3-game group is where you need the luck. But we will see. We will see. Was a fun first game in this group stage. And I'm sure the next 2 games will be fun too, whatever happens. So if you are watching on YouTube and you're enjoying this Rebel Woody run, do hit that like and subscribe.